for coming out on this beautiful morning. Let me start by introducing myself for those of you who don't know me. Anne Jenkins, I'm the CEO here at Oonah Health and Community Services Aboriginal Corporation. Mouthful, yes it is. The belonging place, as we commonly refer to it as. And let me start by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land that we gather on here today and pay respects to elders past, present and future. I'd like to acknowledge all elders in the room, and I'd also like to acknowledge our founding members of the organisation and the work that they did over many years to set us up and get us incorporated in 2009. So we've come a long way since those early days, and we've got a long way to go. So when Oonah became incorporated, we had one room in this building here at the front, which was owned and operated by Swinburne. So they moved out, we moved in and took over, and now we lease the building from Yarra Ranges Council. And we've just over the years upgraded it to what it is today, but we have bigger and better plans for the future, and that's what we're here for today, is to get you to have a think about what you see this place looking like and your hopes and dreams, and we encourage you to dream big. Nothing's off the table, but we need to be realistic and know that a lot of it will be cut back, but we want to put it all out there and say what it is community want to see in this space into the future, and any gaps there may be that we haven't addressed yet. So at the moment, it's very cosy, very small, and we're all sort of crammed into these little spaces. We're waiting on a portable to come to give us more space, but we make the best of what we got and do what we can. So we have the workshop architecture team here today, and they'll be supporting us to go through the process and the consultation, and to draw from you what it is that you think is important here for us at Oonah and for community going forward.
Okay. Fantastic, thanks.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
If it's leased, then why are we adding to it? Where's the money coming from, and who gets to benefit in the long run?
That's a good question. Good and a big
That's
question.
where my head
So
goes.
it is leased, but there's lease agreements attached to that, and they're in the process at the council end, the Yarra Ranges Council end, being re-established, renegotiated with the whole site, and so that it's quite a renewal on that front, that's something that's kind of happening separate to our direct involvement, but been guaranteed to happen, and is happening in the background at the council
So
site.
can I make a comment?
Yes.
So we're on Crown land, so it's actually owned by the government,
Yes.
not Yarra Ranges Council. The government has appointed Yarra Ranges Council to manage the land. So it's actually Crown land.
Yes.
And Shirley, just as to where the money's coming from for the project, are you able to answer that?
Well,
We have no idea where it's coming from. We need to lobby state and federal government to try and raise the $10 million roughly that it's going to cost to build the facility. So Yarra Ranges Council is supporting us to do that. So we've also got the support of the Department of Health and Human Services, although they've changed their name now, Department of Families, Fairness and Housing, is that what it is? Something like that. So we're working through that process, and we just continue to lobby until we can raise the money, and also working with philanthropic trusts as well to try and raise the money we need to build it.
And part of the background, a business case was done roughly 3 to 4 years ago now, which led into the feasibility process, which was done 2 or 3 years ago, which we will talk about, but that sort of outlined a way of going about that funding process and seeking that funding. But it's a long process with lots of different people being lobbied toward that. And a lot of what this is the start of today puts together, you know, the material that people can see what it is that they're funding that can help with the confidence of putting that money.